Prison's gone. They're done. You're all dead. The prisons can say
They're all
everyone
executed.
in there, you're
You
dead.
just kill everybody in the
You are a
prisons.
drain on resources. You are dead.
Oh,
The thing about that song, Hurricane, you just killed Hurricane, dude. You just killed him.
I love that song, man.
I've always said there's a problem because we are growing exponentially. Our population will not stop growing.
Khayl,
China has it all wrong with the no women policy. That's all
They actually
kinds of
changed that. Now
They
they can
did?
have now they can have 2 sons.
2 sons, 1 girl.
No, they could only have
That's
one
what I mean.
goal.
I thought they couldn't.
Oh yeah,
have-
maybe it was 1 girl. Now okay. I don't know.
I've heard terrible
Oh
stories.
no, they could only have one child, and everybody wanted a boy because
Yeah.
they wanted to carry on the family
That's
name.
right.
Yeah.
Now they can have 2 children.
I've heard terrible stories of China with like just baby girls in the streets to fend for themselves. It's fucked up. So, but also I'm really sick of shit people having babies to mooch off the government.
Wow.
Like, you know, those people who are
Yeah,
like, I've got
Townsville.
like,
Are you listening, Townsville?
Holy
I've got
shit.
12 kids because I get child benefits for all of them from the government. No more of this. From birth, every child is sterilized reversibly.
Okay.
To have kids, you have to apply to the government.
It's a bold move, but
And look at this. I'm not trying to tell people like you can't have kids. It's not a difficult process to get a kid. You just have to apply, and you have to prove you have the means to support the child.
And maybe a psychological
And a
test.
psychological evaluation, and like, I just don't think people who have no brains should be having kids so they can have no brains and perpetuate racism and hate and all this dumb shit. I'm sick of it.
Okay.
Idiocracy. I watched Idiocracy yesterday.
It's a funny movie.
So if you want to have a kid, you're going to apply to the government to have a kid.
Okay. Would apply to Govinda directly, really.
Well, my government, because I am the dictator,
Yeah.
lord, and savior of the earth.
I prefer Lord, actually. Or King Man.
This has always just been my biggest problem is I'll see people in the streets with kids who I feel very bad for because obviously their parents are fucked.
Yeah.
I'm like, you shouldn't have a kid. Who did this to you? And then I just feel really bad for this child who's going to grow up in this fucking terrible life.
How many great minds have been spawned out of like shitty living?
But how many great minds have been spawned out of really loving, caring families?
I don't know. It could be even.
It's probably about even.
There's no stats.
Yeah,
It could be-
exactly. I feel like it's just a luck of the draw stitch. So why not just get rid of the fucking
Take the luck out of it.
moochers? And then that way you have the control of the population growth.
Yep.
Also, you hit 80, you should die.
That was really took a dark turn there. What about my nan? I love her.
She's
I
dead.
love her too, but at least you know when she's going, so you know when to say goodbye.
I can't deal with that. I'm out. I was voting for you up until now.
Okay, that one's got to get through some things.
We'll work that one
We're
out.
gonna work it out.
I like that one.
Go on,
actually.
continue your.
Okay, no, how about, sorry, let's do it. If you get old enough to a point where you need to rely on someone else's care, and your family's not willing to provide that care for
and
you,
you don't have the wealth to provide that care for yourself.
and I mean, when I say your family's not willing to provide the care, not that your family's not willing to employ someone to care you. I mean, the family themselves have to care for you.
But what about if they have the money to pay for their own care?
No, that's unacceptable.
They've got all this money,
Yeah, it's wasted resources.
but it's
I'd
their
rather
money.
that money go into my
That money would just go to their
into my
children.
economy, and
Your fucking monstrous
I'd rather
taxes.
the nurses actually be trying to save people's lives rather than dealing with patients that are going to die. You know what I mean?
No, but that
It is dark.
money's going to go back into.
It
the
is
family.
dark. I knew this was dark, and this is what I mean. Like, people disagree with this regularly.
That's fair.
The sterilization is usually what people really disagree
Yeah,
with.
no, that's some real Hitler shit right
Wait,
there.
so you're born sterilized?
Okay, so
You're like
have you,
one thing that God gave you to reproduce that's taken away from you
at
at
birth.
birth.
Well, no, as the world leader, I am God.
And while you're at it, why don't we just like offer a free like little regime to fix up any wonky dicks if anyone's like unhappy?
Yeah,
with
if
that.
you need a bit more girth, that's government.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
That's-
pay for
You
it.
got a
That's
small
definitely-
mole on your dick that's not even the size
Look,
of your pinky now. Like,
It's actually smaller than that. It's actually kind of charming and nice.
it's not cancerous at all, actually.
I just think that there's too many people on the planet. Someone told me once, and it was like such a good analogy, but humans are just a cancer on the planet.
Are you Indian?
His name is
You're from India.
Govinda.
Oh, very good.
That was way over the line.
Sorry, guys.
Was
I
that
didn't
like
mean
up-
it. I felt like put on blast. I
Yeah,
had to
well-
defend myself all of a sudden.
Yeah.
My
No, I'm
God.
not Indian.
You're not.
I'm not Indian.
I have an Indian name as well.
Jai?
Yeah, Jai's Indian.
I guess that makes sense because of the Jai that we know,
Mine's Arabic.
Nobody cares.
but
about you,
spelt like
dear God.
spelt like a dyslexic child.
Yeah. Well, that's super fucked up.
Yeah.
I was going to start this whole thing and it'd be like hashtag Govinda for dictator. And we get like a whole social media movement.
You just got turned off when I said your grandma's gonna.
Yeah,
die.
you don't get to kill Nan.
No,
Look,
it's
is she taking care of herself?
Yeah.
She's good.
She's hanging
She's
out.
fine. She's good. And then if you love her that much, when it gets to a point where she can't take care of herself, you can do it.
Well, Nan, I like to do my own thing
Whoa.
sometimes.
I'm so sorry, Kale's grandma, if you're listening to this.
I love you, K. Grono. That's all.
Yeah, now it's just hashtag Govinda for dick.
Oh, yeah. I'll get behind that.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant the other kind of dick.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Like
Here's the
one
thing.
with the balls.
Shit.
Now, if Kale's supreme leader,
Supreme leader, let's
I
do
would
that.
prefer supreme leader.
Yeah, that's cool.
as my
Kim Jong-un has it right.
Yeah, it would be very. See, I'd like to make the commoners, the lower class,
Mm-hmm.
the plebeians.
You're a communist. I can feel it.
No. I would like to keep them content. I would like to keep them happy.
You got to keep the people happy.
In much the same way that America does it, I want to keep them dumb and content. I want to give them Friday night football every week. I want to give them...
I'm actually...
What do you
say?
I think you mean Thursday night football
No.
and Sunday.
give them a dumb sport to keep
What are
their
you
eye
saying
on my-
about organized sports?
I'm saying
Because
they're put in
actually
place
legendary.
to keep us placated, you know? Like, just to
the
keep our
Carolina,
minds...
the Carolina Panthers are God at the moment, and I resent the implication that organized sports
That's fine.
is
Yeah.
fucked.
What do you
because-
think Fallout 4 was created for?
That was for entertainment.
No.
Shots fired.
Actually, Fallout 4 is art. Video games are art. Sport is not an art. It is.
Some video games are art.
Anyway.
Fallout 4 is just
Anyway,
fun.
moving on. I would keep the common folk placated.
Mm-hmm.
They would have government-issued stipends of alcohol and drugs. I would...
Ooh, I like
would-
you. Kale for dick.
Yeah.
As
Kale
long
for
as there's
dick.
free drugs and alcohol.
Yeah,
I would,
like, do I get any drug I want? Or
I
is
would
it like just a
institute, and I'm stealing this...
smorgasbord?
I'm stealing this directly from a fantastic book called Ready Player One. I would institute a worldwide virtual reality world. Okay, so everyone is plugged in to my.
Into
It's-
your
It's like the
brain.
surrogate movie.
It's like Facebook, but it's a place. You log in, you go there. Your job is in like the virtual world.
What's that? The game that everyone played for a while, where you actually just live another life.
Second Life.
Second
Sim.
life. It's
Yeah.
like that.
Kind of like that, but this would bring everyone together and hopefully end racial tensions, wars.
You're off your face, man.
I just want everyone to be happy, and so I can live my harem life with all the beautiful women in the world would be sent as a like a.
I think you'll actually convert to being a Muslim, and you will have many wives.
I don't know if that's how it works.
I think that's how it works.
But no, I don't know.
Or you'll just do whatever you want because you're a dictator.
Or I'd just detonate nuclear weapons in the atmosphere, send us all back to the Stone Age, and just fucking live out my
You
Mad
just want
Max.
Fallout to exist.
Yeah, I would actually.
Fallout 5.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that would work. I think you'd just be very lonely.
I don't think I'd want to be dictator, is what I'm getting
That
at.
was never the question.
It isn't. Jai, what would you do? How would you
We've
fuck up
already
humanity?
started with me.
We actually.
What did you do? Oh, you're the conveyor belt.
And then he's just. That's a.
It was-
I just want to bear with me.
It's one of the better.
6.5 billion people in the world. That's going to take a real
Well, yeah, as I
long
said,
time.
it was something I heard from a friend of mine. And I was like, oh, that was kind of a fun idea. But that was
Now-
only related to Australia.
So we've heard
So,
from
like,
your friends.
24 million people, like, compared to 6.5 billion.
Even so, you would not be seeing them in a lifetime.
You don't think so? 30 seconds?
I reckon you get
Well,
through
like,
'em.
families go together.
Oh, you put them on a family basis?
So
Yeah.
like the dad has to speak for the whole family in
What
30
do I have to
seconds, and
talk
if he
to, like,
fucks
a
it,
fucking 3-year-old toddler about? Like, what are
He's
you
a
doing
waste
with
of
your
my
life?
time.
there's no exemptions. Like, all right, you're under 5, you can just survive, and I'll see you again in 5 years.
No, it'd be like, you're gone, man. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You had a
under,
good run.
under 5, you're done.
You're done. I'm sorry.
You had a
Nice.
good run.
You had a good run. I had a better one. Bye.
I win, you lose.
Uh,
Bye.
Yeah.
That was dark as shit, and nowhere near as funny as the dildo story.
I thought we had some laughs.
We did.
We
I-
did. Most people are cringing.
Yeah, I feel like you've outed yourself as a monster. As a...
I'm not a monster. I just think that we cannot sustain this population growth
That's
for too
fair.
much longer.
Actually, you know what? And
Things have to be done.
I didn't believe anything any of us say? How do we know how much?
Oh,
we can sustain?
we're a bunch of fools.
Because we
Children. We don't know anything.
How do I know how many people this Earth can sustain? I'm just some guy that's.
Let's just test
I'm
it
just
out.
an asshole drinking a beer. I don't know.
Let's just test it out until it doesn't work anymore.
Exactly.
Well, maybe we round this bitch out.
This has been GoK Q&A,
Our weekly roundtable talking podcast.
the podcast about nothing and everything,
About dildos and genocide.
about dicks and ducks,
And mole dicks and sucks.
Leave my dick out.
girth and moistness.
I'm really struggling, dude.
I'm drunk.
Yeah. I think we've got to get out of here.
I better go for a drive.
Any last words, Jai, before your execution?
Excited.
Dude.
Will this be your last ever appearance?
First and last.
Jai, you'll be back.
I don't think so. But just by the looks of him, he hasn't enjoyed 1 second of this.
I
Back
enjoyed
by.
several seconds. Of this.
You enjoyed several seconds. We did it, Khayl.
That's why I recommend the slow jerk, because you really enjoy it, and it's minutes. It's just
Yeah.
so many minutes.
Belching into the microphone is not allowed.
It's frowned upon.
All right.
Certainly frowned upon.
Unless you have to.
We don't have a rigmarole, do we?
No.
Gonna fucking wing it.
Just don't touch it.
Just don't?
No. I had to swap them.
Oh, really?
It wouldn't fit on that one, so I had to put yours on that one.
So I have the gay
didn't
one?
Yeah.
I have the shit one.
Well, apparently it's pretty good. It cost you the most.
It did.
It just looks the worst.
I feel that's fair.
Yeah.
I deserve that.
You're just going to be popping everywhere, Khayl. Keep your P's to a minimum. What's the name of this podcast?
The GoK Q&A.
Go K.
That's our company name.
That's our network.
Alright.
Go.
I don't like that laugh.
It was dismissive.
Very mocking.
It's better than headgum.
I was just wondering who else was employed by this network.
Yeah.
Well, technically, no one's employed because we make
It's more
we
of a-
make negative money on this. Actually,
Quite negative, actually.
they say you got to spend money to make money. I'm still waiting for that money to come
We're
in.
Still spending.
Let me loose. Fucking cut me loose.
Well, again, I've been recording for 1 minute 20 now.
Okay.